What if the sins of humanity could be placed on one being and cast away forever? What if the price of forbidden knowledge was to unleash a power so dangerous it was chained in the desert for eternity? Tonight, we uncover the shadowed truth of Azazel, the scapegoat demon, the fallen watcher, and the bringer of secrets mankind was never meant to know. Azazel's name first surfaces in the book of Leviticus, where the Israelites were commanded during Yom Kippur to send a goat for Azazel into the wilderness. This was no ordinary ritual. One goat was sacrificed to God, the other, burdened with the sins of the people, was driven away into the barren wasteland, symbolically delivered to a dark power. But who or what was Azazel? A mere metaphor for evil, or an ancient entity the Israelites feared enough to send their sins into the desert to appease? The Book of Enoch, a banned apocryphal text, tells us more. Here, Azazel is not just a scapegoat, but a fallen angel, one of the rebellious watchers who descended to earth and corrupted humankind. Azazel is accused of teaching mankind the secrets of weapons, the forging of swords and shields, and the craft of war. But his gifts went beyond bloodshed. He revealed the use of cosmetics, jewelry, and enchantments, granting humanity tools of seduction, vanity, and power. These were not divine blessings. They were seen as corruptions, gifts that twisted humanity away from God's design. But Azazel's shadow reaches beyond Hebrew texts. In Mesopotamian myth, echoes of a desert-dwelling demon linked to wastelands and chaos can be found in beings like Pazuzu, a spirit of the dry winds. In Greek lore, we find Prometheus, another figure punished for giving forbidden knowledge to mankind. And in Egypt, the desert god Set embodies chaos and exile, just as Azazel dwells in the wilderness. Different names, different forms, but always the same archetype: the outsider, the rebel, the one who gives humanity power it was not meant to wield. Why was Azazel feared? Because his gifts armed mankind with the tools of destruction and desire. Why was he hated? Because he revealed what was meant to remain hidden. Yet, was he also worshipped? Some scholars suggest the ritual of the scapegoat wasn't just symbolic cleansing. It may have been an offering, a bargaining gesture to Azazel himself, acknowledging his role as a cosmic balance, the bearer of sins. Eventually, his name was demonized, his memory erased, his presence reduced to a footnote in Scripture. But whispers of Azazel still linger, in occult traditions, in mystic texts, and in the haunting echoes of forbidden knowledge. So who was Azazel really? A scapegoat for humanity's sins? A demon who armed us with the tools of both beauty and war? Or a Promethean figure, condemned not for his evil, but for daring to share the secrets of the divine? Perhaps the real question is this: were Azazel's gifts a curse, or the key to mankind's rise from the wilderness?